Welcome to RUF After Dark with your hosts, Beard and Weird.
I'm Beard.
And this is Weird. Buckle your backpack and grab your knapsack because you're on RUF After Dark. Alright, Beard, you know what is a job but isn't a job?
An intern?
Exactly. I want you to describe what you would picture an intern to be.
Okay, well, let's start from the top down.
Okay.
We'll start from the bottom up, actually.
Top down, bottom up, same thing. We're going to end in the same place.
The middle.
The middle.
Which is the best part. Because I'm going to tell you some juicy info about what these people have in the middle. But we're going to start at the bottom. At the bottom, he's usually not, or he or she, it could be a girl too. I'm not going to discriminate.
Well, it's an intern. I mean, they can be,
an intern.
It's not gender.
First of all, this intern is going to be not like an intern at a white collar intern, but like a registered student organization intern at a college campus in the Midwest who loves their football team. You know, one of those universities.
So he really just kind of went to like the bottom of the intern list. Like he didn't try to get like that intern job that leads you to being the CEO. He went for like the bottom.
It's like he wants to be something someday. Like maybe he wants to be a writer or a teacher, but he doesn't want to do it now. So he's just kind of like stalling. Stalling's kind of harsh, but stalling in a good way. Stalling in a good way, though.
Yeah,
because he's having the time of his life, I'm sure. If he's at what I described, a registered student organization in the Midwest,
how can you not having fun
at a university that is really awesome?
All right. Okay, so let's continue. We're at the bottom right now.
Okay, so start at the bottom. He's not wearing shoes, probably, or she's not wearing shoes.
Okay,
this person's not wearing shoes. Why? I don't know.
Are you saying they don't wear shoes at all, or are you saying they're more like a sandal? I guess now the rage is Chacos.
Chacos, maybe Birkins. Probably Chacos, yeah.
Chacos.
Chacos.
Does he wear the socks with the Chacos?
No, never.
Okay. So he has a little sense of
he's
style.
Probably doing that thing where you wear jeans and then you roll them up, and they also fit nicely around your legs.
So it's like that slim cut,
clean cut, like. He has style, but it also looks like you're homeless. Kind of one of those things.
I got you.
But it's cool these days.
Right.
You know?
It's kind of like a cool thing, especially if you're on a college campus.
Yeah.
You got to fit in.
And usually, we'll get to the middle last because that's the fun part.
We're going to jump up to the top.
But we're going to go to the top. Let's start with his hair. What would you think this person's hair would look like?
It's going to be one of those, like, you're kind of talking about a clean cut. He's not going to be, the homeless look, but... Sorry, that was
yeah. Well, okay, whatever that was, but
yeah, I mean, it's gonna be it's gonna be one of those looks that people, like, hey, that looks pretty nice. I could not pull that off, but I wish I could.
See, I picture two hairstyles. You got like the slick comb over, where it's like you're playing piano at a nightclub on the weekends, and you put your hair grease in. And then you also got just picked out like white boy fro.
You're saying the fro.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see.
And then you can also comb it over to get this, like, one of those looks,
The double finger pointing, like, eye wink look.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got his pick of the litter at any girl.
All right. Now.
But he chooses to be, like, oblivious to it.
To be the white boy from.
Yeah.
1970s look. Okay, would you say this guy is glasses wearing, or is he more of a...
Definitely not just glasses, but, like, those new hipster glasses where...
Thick black rims.
Yeah, and I mean, I shouldn't say hipster glasses because hipsters are mainstream these days. So that's another podcast. But if you want to know what a real hipster looks like, you should listen to our other podcast called "The Modern Hipsters in Lincoln," which will be coming out shortly, and it'll be a thriller.
In Manila. Anyways, so what kind of shirt would this guy wear?
All right. Well, depending on the weather, let's say it's nice and warm out.
Mm-hmm.
Because the pants he'd probably wear those anytime.
The jeans, yes.
But the shirt, I'm gonna take like a nice button-up collared shirt, but it's usually gonna have like some pattern on it, like palm trees or maybe like dice, something weird.
Checkered, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's gonna be like a short sleeve button-up, maybe a pocket, like one of those.
This is the kind of guy that, like, if he has a T-shirt, which is very rare, it's gonna be like one of those V-cut ones.
Yeah, and
it's gonna be low on the chest, like.
And it'll be like some like snobby brand like Patagonia.
Right, that no one else has ever heard of, but it's expensive just because he's wearing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I want you to talk about body type real quick.
All right. Picture like a bison.
Okay.
Like
an American bison?
Yeah.
Okay.
But malnourished.
All right.
And also, but it's like malnourished, but it's cool to be malnourished in the bison world. And the malnourished bison gets all the girls. That's what I picture this guy as.
So he's not like muscular, but he's not like...
Because he's like a bison because he's stubborn, but also he like trusts himself within groups and, you know, he leans on other people, but he definitely sticks out of the other bison.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And the ladies love him for it.
Exactly. And the guys love him too.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we have evidence of people like this where guys and ladies are in love with him.
Okay, but this is the kind of guy that when you first meet him, you're like, oh my, wow, this guy, he's amazing. I wonder if he
so when you walk up to him for the first time,
or a girlfriend,
or a girlfriend, if you walk up to him for the first time, what do you see, or what do you hear, or what do you smell? I usually smell an odor from these people. It's not good or bad.
They have an odor.
But long story short, it smells like a campfire.
Yeah.
And if you ever see these people, I would encourage you to just go up and hug them. Because not only will they greet you with welcomeness, but you also be able to smell them.
They're great huggers.
Yeah.
And they smell
And they have this unique,
nice.
I don't know if they buy deodorant that smells like campfire or they just camp for like they sleep in a tent and pitch a fire every night. They don't want, I don't know.
They're not tent
Like
dwellers.
they have like an outdoorsy look to them and feel to them too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a bit of that. I mean, the sandal look kind of throws that off. I wouldn't go with the whole, burly mountain man look, but they have that appeal for sure.
Yeah. Also, since I promised at the beginning, the middle of this man or woman, probably a man. I'm going to talk about the middle of the man though. Let's start at his belt. Well, his belt loop.
His belt loop or his belt buckle?
Or both. No, his belt loop. His belt loop. It's usually going to have stuff on it like keys.
Yes.
This guy is so versatile that he needs to be able to jump in he probably drives like a Jeep or a CRV or something.
I can see that.
One of those like outdoorsy four-wheelers that, he can get a lot of girls with it too.
Well, I think for him, it's mainly for like giving people rides.
Yeah.
To and fro.
And he puts like everywhere he's been on the back of the Jeep.
Right. He's one of those.
Yeah. And he's like, he can tell like an unlimited amount of stories about like places. Like this one time I biked, or I just biked all the way across the East Coast with my friend, and we just lived off the land.
Wow.
And it's like, wow, tell me more. And he says, no.
And you say,
and
why
he says,
not?
get in my Jeep. And I said, why?
And you do, though. That's the weird part.
And then you wake up in his Jeep, and you don't know how you got there. That's another podcast.
That's a different podcast, yeah.
But I mean, back to like the middle. If you put a metal detector up to like his midsection, not only will the belt, because he's obviously wearing a metal belt. That's just what he does.
A metal belt?
Usually these people are going to have like a metal device somewhere in their midsection, and it will make the metal detector go off. And that's just a good indicator to know if you're dealing with these people. I've had experience once actually.
Do explain this.
So I was around a campfire. It's not weird to find someone like this at a campfire. We said they're outdoorsy.
Yeah, the smell.
Usually girls are at campfires, and they're always about the girls. Also, these people tend to like predict the future. We'll talk about that next.
Okay.
But like, I just had a metal detector on me.
You just do that?
Yeah.
I mean, this is Beard, people, so don't be too surprised.
And I was just going around, and it was just going crazy around this guy's midsection.
All right.
That's all I got, but you can draw your own conclusions.
Oh. We're leaving that
True
up.
story, though.
We're leaving that up to the listener. Comment or leave your best guess of what was there, and you might win a prize.
The last thing I have to say about these people, though, are... All right, two more things. One, they're usually going to, like, carry a hammock with them everywhere and just pitch it wherever they want. And it makes everyone else feel really lame.
So you're telling me, like, this kind of guy on the campus, you'd be walking, say, like, to the Union, and you just see the hammock strung up in the middle of...
And he's reading, like, a thesaurus or something, yeah.
I can definitely see that. And does he carry that over into his internship, or is this like a past thing that he did or she did?
They've probably done it their whole life. Honestly, they might even sleep in a hammock and just sleep wherever they feel.
The hammocks are pretty amazing.
Yeah.
But to hang it up in the middle of campus is just like one of those things you scratch your head.
It's bold. If you ever walk up to the hammock, I'm gonna bet you a baker's dozen that this person fits the characteristics we were describing.
Side note, when you see someone in a hammock, do you ever get the urge just to like flip them? Or is that just me?
Yeah. Gravity always wins, folks.
Gravity always wins. Okay. I was just checking. You said you had one more point you wanted to make about this.
Yeah. These people can predict the future.
Predict the future. Like, what kind of... Is it kind of like one of those things like tomorrow the sun will rise, you know? Or is it like...
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
Like, one time I was with one of these people, and I said, hey, like, what do you know? How you doing? And he says, I learned something. And I was like, what? And he said, tomorrow, around 7, the sun will rise. I got up at 7. Sure enough, it rose.
Well, if only I could do that.
Crazy.
This has been a segment of RUF After Dark.